Ladies and gentlemen, we are on the Savage Circle episode 19, and
Nice.
we have with us DUI, as usual, and a returning guest, Taylor Peebles, aka Memoirs of a Moustache. I see it's starting to curl now. I see
it's slowly coming back.
I see this. Yes. Okay. So, I mean, I've been talking for the better part of 2 hours. So, Jay, if you want to take the lead, by all means. Like, I hear we have there's some guppies. Are we gonna turn some guppies into chum?
Oh, you mean the people within their own little inner circle that decide to chirp in my ear to watch a certain broadcast on a Sunday morning?
Oh, you don't say. You don't say.
Yeah. Apparently, it's our fault that somebody can't do things.
Oh, that's yep. Let's just keep passing the buck.
Oh no. But by the way, I just want to set the record straight. A live interviewer is a podcaster, especially 100%. If you're doing it on Facebook and everything else. That's a podcaster. It's not a live interviewer. 2, just because you're a writer doesn't mean you can't learn other shit. I'm a writer.
Sounds like he has a 3.
I'm a musician. I'm a composer. Damn,
I'm a poet. I'm an artist. I'm an author.
Right,
we're all many things to list.
We're all multifaceted. Yeah.
You know what?
I learned how to become an engineer as well.
I came to the conclusion the other day that I don't think we could call ourselves multimedia moguls. We have to be considered multimedia mountains because moguls are small bumps. Like you gotta ascend. You know what I mean? You gotta
but just to watch people on moguls is hilarious because they get messed right the heck up. Yep. Mountains is fun to watch, Everest and all that. But skiers on moguls are hilarious.
I know this is going to go back to them because I know the gremlins watching because it just what jumped in. But, when your inner circle reaches out to me because you're trying to make it deflect your shortcomings, go fuck yourself.
Ooh, he said that with a passion.
And I will say this, if you want to keep running your mouth behind the scenes, I will expose every single behind the scenes video we have. Text message, Facebook message to set the truth straight because there's 3 sides and I have 2 of them on mine.
He said expose. Look at my new logo. Expose the North. We go there and beyond. Okay.
Beautiful.
Get him.
Get him. What a segue.
Get him.
No, David knows how angry I am at this present second because if you want to use my name on your tongue, I'm going to say something.
Yeah. I'm sorry for that shit. That's not fun and that's never enjoyable.
But I've seen the man. It's like my dude literally almost walked in like Santa Claus in that bitch with the amount of bags of goodies he had. And like, you know what I mean? Like I'm sitting here and like he's pulling stuff out and like, here, bam, here's the computer. I'm showing you how to set up the computer. This is what you have to do to set up the computer. Okay, bam. To do what I'm doing on this computer, you need a computer. Get a computer. This is the kind of computer that you need. What's that? You didn't get that kind of computer? Well, you can't do what I can do on my computer. Listen, motherfucker, if I'm driving a Lexus and you're driving a Honda, chances are I'm going to be able to go faster than you, further than you, and longer than you. That's just because that's how it works. So if you want to do what a Lexus does, you have to buy a Lexus. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Or the $4.5 grand worth of software I've just done.
Yep.
That's like I'm saying. It's like putting. Okay, I hate going over this. I'm not even gonna go over it. I'm going to.
Sorry, buddy. It's just something that's been festering for the last week, and it's really annoyed me. Is like, oh, we can't.
No, go for it.
Tech guys aren't with us anymore. No, I'm not a tech guy. I'm sorry.
Tech guy.
I learned something because I need it out of necessity, and I taught myself.
Tech guy. It's like calling me a rapper. I've been. It's like, do I look like I got
trying to call me a hip hop artist?
Yeah, like, do you want me to play some of my metal music right now, motherfucker? Is that what you want?
Anyways, I'm done. We digress. I said my
We
piece.
digress.
Like I said, if they want to keep going, I will release every behind the scene video, which shows a lot of things that nobody wants to ever see. I have a lot of
Hey,
Facebook
you got
conversations and everything else that can be released. And you know something? Keep running your mouth. Like I said, there's 3 sides to every story, and 2 of them are on mine.
this is
Yeah.
the savage circle, ladies and gentlemen, not the friendly function. We going in right now.
We said it. Yeah, it's in the title. Well, and that's it, right? The shitty people who start the wars are always the ones who don't have the actual truth and proof that they're wrong.
Notice the savage circle stayed with no. We still.
What?
It's not. We didn't have to change our title or nothing. We still.
You
the savage
can't own
circle.
49% of something you only own 16.
Right.
Percentages. Those
Numbers.
are fractions. Those are numbers. Those are things that, like, numbers don't lie. And you can't tell someone on camera, here's a number of my, it's like, here's a number. I have this number. I have 100. Of my 100, I'm going to give you 25. And we say, no, we don't want 25. Don't give more than, the quote, don't give more than 16. Okay, that's all you get, 16. Cool. Take the 16. I haven't even really acknowledged my 16. You know why? Because I technically have 400, 500. I don't need, you know what I mean? You know, I don't need your 100 when I have 500. That makes me greedy. You know what I mean?
Dude, if people only know what's going on behind the scenes that we've been doing the last freaking 2 months alone.
Yep.
Like, please.
If
I might not
only
be on
knew.
screen 3-4 times a week because I choose not to.
I'm an attention whore, and I'm full of delicious.
Amazing. Amazing.
We make
Anyways, happy poetry month. Happy poetry month.
Yes,
That's
happy
right. Yes.
Poetry month.
Happy
Oh, my
Poetry
goodness.
Month. Always.
Oh, this month
Yes, that is fantastic. Full of amazing poetry, I must say.
full of amazing poetry. Yes, thank you.
Yes,
very
yours wasn't
much.
bad at all. I enjoyed it.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank you.
several artists who have just amazed me with their creative capacity. I like the pictures that you chose. I don't even like. I saw the big stock one. I was just like, I'm putting it in there. That's raw. That's going in there the way it is. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, that's a stock picture. So your face is a stock face. I don't care. Anyways. You know,
Oh, shut down right there.
You know what I mean, though? It's like, why is it that when you see something that someone else is proud of, you got to find a fault with it? Like,
that's human ego right there.
Don't get me started, man. Don't get me started.
Oh boy.
I know.
Oh boy.
I said the word.
Okay. Jump out the way. Jump out the way. Jay's about to go on another raid.
I asked David when we had a little problem when we started with the name of this podcast. 2 weeks. And because
2 weeks, but here's the thing. I was technically thrown under the bus, which I didn't mind because I knew that the bus had enough height for me to lay still and go over me without getting hit and shit. It was a scary 3 seconds, but I survived that motherfucker.
Yeah, you Keanu Reeved it.
I can't. When someone of influence has an issue with what you're doing, you got to pay attention to that shit, right? So I'm just looking at him like, oh fuck, I didn't know this was gonna happen, and I'm gesturing ever so slightly. So I didn't know what was gonna happen. So I was thrown under the bus. Well, David came up with the idea, so it's David's idea, and David came up with a name. I'm like, okay, cool. That's great.
That's it, right? Yeah. Sadly, someone has to take the fall, and you were it for something that was probably ridiculous and silly.
It was. It very much was. And I was like, okay, I'll take the fall for it because that certifies that whatever happens, I get to walk away with this brilliant concept, which differs from some of the other podcasts because, like, we put out an all call today, so anybody could randomly just pop up. Any of how many people you got on your Facebook? Like 2,000, 3,000, 3,000, 5,000, something like that. Exactly. I got like close to 3,000 people on my Facebook. So we just threw
You just
something
went
in the
hard, yeah.
Rolodex and we'll see how it. Yeah.
Awesome.
See how it goes.
Yeah.
No
You
one
gotta
shows
keep.
So
up.
back to when my sound cut out. Yes, this person decided to go off and call me something that accusing me of being something I am, but telling me I'm not.
But she was accusing you of being something you weren't.
Yes.
Accusing me technically of creating what's it called, a perspective of people that was untrue and unjust, similar to a perspective likened to my people. It was
Right.
taken as
I see what you're saying. Yep.
What if I said to you, you weren't white anymore?
Anymore? I used to be.
At all. Period. Your nationality, your heritage is not yours.
Yeah, that would just be a little silliness.
Yeah, well, that's what I got told.
So is this? It was this person part of cancel culture? Is this what this whole kind of or?
I don't want to say that outright. I will say that it was somebody that spoke at a term without knowing.
Okay. So yeah. So you can't technically put them under an umbrella right now, but yes, just misinformation, and they went weird.
In their defense, I've never typically known them to be the judgmental type. A very family-oriented and open-hearted type of individual. Mm-hmm. So that's why I was taken aback by this. Because I've never, except for one other instance, never had any inclination that this was even a possible reaction to my action.
So it came, it was a bust out of the blue, right on.
Yeah.
And I will admit, it triggered me hard.
Well, it triggered a bigger figure too. I can only say that because I think I got like maybe 10 pounds on you. It doesn't look it, but it's all good.
I think I'm down to 265 now.
Yeah, exactly. I'm 290 almost.
Yeah, if I was 290, I wouldn't be able to sit in my nice, beautiful gaming chair.
Listen. Don't talk about my hips, okay? We on live camera. Oh man, this is the Savage Circle, and we are syndicated on Liquid Fire Radio. Shout out to Christy Hales doing her thing. Shout out to the Wifeager for letting me use the living room for this.
Oh hell yeah!
Thanks, Ben. You're a doll. You're awesome. You're amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Supportive as all out. That's right on.
I'm sitting here taking a nap, right? I'm like, okay, I'm gonna catch a quick power snooze in between shows because like it's been a hell of a run. I wake up, I hear some scratching across the floor. My wife is about 5'2", 5'4", okay? She's like,
but she walks like she's 6'8".
Yo, bro, I'm telling you, all I hear is the dresser that's about 5 feet scraping across the floor. She's pushing it from one room to the next room. Not waking me up to do it, not asking me for no help or nothing.
Just doing it.
Just doing it. I'm like, okay, this is what happens when I take a nap. I can't sleep too long. She might just lift the house out the foundation if I go for a full 8 hours. Right?
Where are we living in this street?
Where we? Well, it's a couple minutes ago. Hold on a second. Yeah, I didn't like it anymore.
What the fuck Dorothy just happened?
Right?
That's what he'd say when he opened up the door. Would be what?
Surprise!
What in the fuck if Dorothy just happened?
What man! Unnatural name of holiness.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So just gotta shout out to Mrs. because keeps me doing this, makes it possible for, like I said, man.
They're our biggest supporters. They put up with a lot of stuff.
Indeed. That's a can of cough. It's cannabis.
Come on, guys, don't be shy. Get in the chat.
Jump in the chat. Jump in the live. This is the Savage Circle, but I'm sure some of y'all got some opinions about life that you've been holding on to that you want to let out. So let's talk.
Hey, man, the people I talked about earlier. Jump on in. Let's go.
Let's have some fun, yeah.
Bro, this is an open forum. We can boot you out if we don't like what you're saying. That's the beautiful part about it. But we'll give you your 2 minutes. You get minimum 2 minutes. Unless you come on with some racist, prejudice, anti-everything shit, in which case you'll get locked off right away. You know what I mean?
It was
I'll put my
Fallon.
foot down right now.
Where's our favorite activist? She always pops in to say hi. Always.
Oh man, we'll give her some time. You know, she like,
Nice.
man, we got to shout out one of the things she advocates for, and one of the connections that I made. If you look at issue 7 of the Culture Shot magazine, you will see the
these
woman
guys are
who
great.
owns and operates this wonderful machine known as Small Scale Farms, where they create opportunity for those who require sustenance in such a beneficial way. You can
Right
subscribe to a food box program, or you could go to the Pay What You Can program.
On Saturdays, they had almost a 2-kilometer lineup to get into the farm for the drive-through today.
That's awesome.
Yep.
And their bags, the bags of food they give you are worth about $55. They normally sell them for $40, but if you can only pay $5, they'll still give it to you.
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome to hear, especially
Pay what you can.
Everything that's going on.
Oh yeah, and it's good. I went and picked up a couple today. I dropped $60 today.
Nice.
Yep.
I picked up 2 bags, some fresh farm eggs because I miss my fresh farm eggs.
Of course.
And apparently she makes flakies.
Support local.
Homemade flakies. Oh my God, were they delicious?
Is this in Fawn Hill?
God, huh?
No, it's in
no.
Thorold.
Okay, it's in well, it's kind of on the cusp of Niagara Falls and Thorold. You know Lundy's Lane where the new roundabout is?
Yes.
And Allenberg Corners?
Yes.
It's right in the middle of there.
Oh, okay.
You see the Lundy's Lane Market?
Yep.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah. Okay.
They do honey, they do bread, they do all sorts of stuff.
That's awesome. All right.
Farms, and all you're getting is vegetables and fruit, and the oh my gosh, the apples were so crisp. Like I could when we got them, like the wife was eating them, and they were just, you could hear the crispness of it.
Yeah, they were good farm. They're this week was farmer apples, which aren't your normal apples.
Right.
They're a little smaller. They're kind of like a crab apple, but a little bigger. They're about big around.
Yeah, they're just enough. They're a good portion.
Yeah, like they're a bit tart. They can be a bit sweet. They're just good. They're the kind of like when I was a kid, I used to just pull them off the tree and eat them.
Oh yes, we're going. Yeah, we're gonna start reminiscing, and the nostalgia comes back with every bite.
Yeah.
All right. Next time in the falls, I'll have to.
Follow them on Facebook. Small Scale Farms. Facebook.
Done.
She goes live all the time. All the time.
Awesome.
Renee's awesome.
Yes, she is.
I can't wait until they're fully open.
Like I want to bring my daughter out there and have her experience what I used to when I was growing up. You know what I mean? Like picking the fruit from the tree, and the actual.
There's one in Welland.
It doesn't get any fresher. It doesn't get any more fresh. There's a blueberry.
Yeah, there's a pick your own berries in Welland.
Yeah.
I haven't done that in years.
Whatnot. Yeah.
Oh, I can't even remember last time I did that.
11 years ago.
It's been a while.
I think I was like a late teenager. And
even 11 years ago for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because we used to live right in the middle of like up north, and that's what you do. You go grab.
Oh, there you go.
A bushel of apples, a big bushel of strawberries. You make jam and applesauce and pickles.
Oh, that's it, right? Yeah. Well, that's what I'm waiting for living across from the Seaway Mall. Is that's their farmers market, and it's usually on Mondays. So hopefully that's coming soon. I don't know how produce was this year because of everything.
Okay.
But I miss my fresh vegetables.
Like the hothouse stuff is all fine. So far, farmers don't really plant until after May 2-4, so that little bit of frost is only going to hit the winter wheat, which is fine anyways.
Yep.
Okay.
And the cattle corn's going to be good, but they really don't plant anything much.
Okay.
That's true. Yeah.
So let's hope we get a nice wet start to the plant season for them. Not too wet, but not too dry,
Yeah, hopefully, right? I miss all those good foods.
Well, there's only a couple of. I'm going to start now going to small scale farms now since I know where they are and what they have. But when I drive like the
100%.
When I drive down through Notting Hill and that, I know which ones are actual local and which ones buy and bring in.
Yeah.
Like they so much false advertisement down there. Oh, we're fresh and local, and then you see the thing. Oh, this is from Mexico.
No, we ain't mad at Mexico, but it's not like y'all motherfuckers out there selling our apples and shit. Nah, you got your own apples, don't you?
That's right, they do.
Hey, I'm telling you. I don't understand why we do that shit. Now I'm gonna go off on a bender. How the fuck we gonna mine something and then sell it to somebody at a cheaper price than we buy it back from to sell it to other people and then buy it again? What the fuck? Don't get me angry, government.
For some reason, it's cheaper. It doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Like
global currency.
That's it. It is when I was trying to get at my own skate shop together and stuff. It is cheaper for me to send the wood to China, have them make it, and send it back to me instead of me making it right here in Canada.
That's unfortunate. And
Which
we ain't
is
got no
nuts.
problems with you Chinese people.
Unions.
We ain't got no problems with Chinese. They ain't got no problems with nobody.
Not at all.
No.
Unless
They have no problems
that's
breaking legs for a union. So like that.
Yeah.
I love my unions. I've been part of the steel workers, iron workers, wood workers unions. I've been part of all of them.
Yep.
They have a woodworkers
I think
union?
they're pretty out. They're pretty dated, really. The
Well,
government laws are right up there as it is.
That's the big argument always, right? Of are you pro union, are you against union? And you're like, you know what? The union was good when it started, but then it just got into capitalism and just burning the workers. And you're like, you know what? Screw the
Dude,
unions.
I was paying over $200 a month in union dues.
Yeah. So it's not the greatest because it goes to the higher ups now. It's all protecting them.
And protects the lazy.
Yeah. That's the other thing, right? You're protecting the lazy. And being in Welland, we got to watch all the factories just dissipate.
Oh,
I worked in a factory up
they're
north that was
rebuilding-
large enough for a small town. There
Not
was
so
like
much
1,200 people
factories,
at one point working in it.
but they're rebuilding out here. Like they're relocating the fire hall and they're probably gonna
Yeah, we're no longer an industrial place as Welland used to be,
No.
but
No,
we're getting into the retirement homes and the artists.
we could have been a beautiful tourist destination along the canal if they put some condos up. Like
We're getting there, right? As long as they don't touch that beautiful canal, we're good.
yeah, leave
No, that
that
makes too much
alone.
money.
No, of
That's
course.
and that's the good part.
You know what? I had faith and hope in its progress when I saw that they considered it in Ripley's Aquarium. Like how important it is to the waterways and the transatlantic sea or transatlantic passage.
How important it is to keeping the falls to the minimal damage it does.
Right.
That and the big ass hydro tunnels that go underneath and exit out the bottom of the falls.
Well, it's man-made, so it's massive history that somehow we did.
Yeah.
Before big ass backhoes and fucking
right. We broke our backs doing this, right?
Yeah,
we got a shovel and a spade.
It's our pyramids.
That's right.
Yeah.
You tell me the aliens came here? No way.
Right? They would have looked and went, "Fuck that water."
Yeah, water? No, I'm out.
I have a flying machine. Why do I need water?
Oh man.
We're not from here. We don't drink this. The pyramids we need. We don't need the water.
Yeah. Pyramids are that's a whole different ball game.
It is.
That is. It's like how majestic.
Well, yeah, it is human ingenuity, even if aliens came here.
I'm
I know
20
that's
away
always
from the falls. I'm bored of it.
Because you live there. That's the thing.
Right?
Like,
Dude,
that's the hardest part.
As soon as 10 o'clock hits, I can walk up my back door and listen to the falls.
Yeah.
As soon as the bustle slows down, I can sit and listen to it. And I'm a good 5-6 clicks away.
That's beautiful.
That's
well, that was the hard thing of traveling the world. Of you're from Niagara Falls. I'm like, yeah. How is it? What do you mean, man? To say that live it. It's the coolest concept ever. But again, I think you live there. You're kind of just like, meh.
It's the world's biggest humidor.
Right? It's just pretty freaking badass, but
the air down there though, like with the ozone that's created from the crashing waters and the overall energy, it's significantly different than like the fumes and exhaust of downtown Toronto. Like the hustle and bustle,
right?
The hustle and bustle is still there, but it's just I find it's more obviously more open, but there's a more positive energy in the ions around, if that is of any sense to
100%.
anybody.
Well, I love the water.
Um,
Yeah, I like miserable weather. So give me more moisture in the air, and I'm happy.
Yeah. What are you gonna say, Jay?
I don't want to touch on the subject. I just positivity. We'll leave it at. We'll leave it at positivity. Never mind, what the people down there working that they've experienced, or what even my own
Yeah.
daughter's experienced.
Right.
Got to remember, what comes with great beauty comes with great tragedy.
This is true.
Yeah. Speaking of
There's no
beauty
fence
and
that goes
tragedy,
around to stop anybody.
I have
Yes, and that is the downfall. Yes.
I have a little bit of a flex, so I'm gonna try some of this.
Oh, he's gonna spoon
See if
it.
that helps. I'm gonna spoon it. Yeah, I'm gonna try
I
some of
just
this.
need it. I just need a new kidney. My fucking kidneys are on fire.
Well, my
Yeah,
tongue's about to be.
that's not fun.
And I was hoping that this med, because I stopped it for X amount of years because I hit a wall with it.
Yep.
I'm like, okay, I got to get back on it. Let's see how it goes. It shouldn't hurt me as bad as it did the first time. Oh no, yeah, just as bad. It's gonna
I
take
was
about a
thinking,
week.
That's.
I can relate, but I didn't have to take that.
Yeah, you did.
I
You
just
didn't take
chose
enough.
to. Oh no, believe you me, I did.
I'm sorry. I'm actually like not watering at the mouth here. That stuff is so great.
It is
This
some
is.
of the best. It is so worth the heat.
Well,
Ooh.
especially when it's on dumplings
Oh, the
Yep.
dumplings. Oh, that was fun.
and jerk chicken.
Oh my goodness.
Homemade
Like we
burgers.
gotta
Tastes great on the
sliders. You know
sliders.
what I mean?
Homemade
It was
burgers,
in the
everything.
ackee and saltfish. It was in the lasagna.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Of course, it goes into everything. I bought a whole box, bro.
That's
A whole
awesome.
box. Like I have that available for.
I will be getting one very
sale as
soon.
well. Yeah, man. Say the word, fam, and it'll be.
Hey, didn't somebody just drop a mixtape?
Johnny Armani did drop a mixtape. Y'all want to check that out by going to the real Johnny Armani on Instagram. He's got his promo up. The ambassador of culture shock. You know what I mean? My dude was
First
doing
Niagara hip hop artist to have a billboard.
You know what I mean? Created
Nice.
But, bro, you know what I mean? I was humbled though, because he knows a lot of people. So when it came up to make that he was going on the billboard, I was like, oh, that's dope. And he's like, so if I send you the stuff, you're gonna make it? I'm like, me? Okay, sure. And then I made it, and he actually liked it. I was like, "You sure?" But
that's dope.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So I'm humbled and grateful to have been included in that madness, because I am as well making history as one of the first Black-owned businesses to be. Well, maybe not one of the first Black-owned businesses to be on there, but definitely being a Black-owned business on the billboard. So, yeah.
With much more to come.
Oh, so much. Ooh.
Oh, it's not even begun yet.
No, and I'm
oh no, there's some stuff in works. I'm waiting for some emails to come back, and
You know what, Taylor?
Nice.
I don't want to put you on the spot, but I do want to have you back on another episode of Candid Conversations, where I can coordinate with someone that we have had recently, Tracy Cunningham.
Oh yeah, them two would have a blast.
Oh my gosh, she was just a wonderful soul. This past Wednesday, if y'all check out Candid Conversations on Exposed to the North on YouTube, on the Savage Circle, on the Twitch, the Block Online, or the Savage Circle, you know what I mean? Just check it out. And we also had Margaret Konopakian. It was, oh my gosh, it was just, again, like I'm a big universal guy. You know what I mean? I like the whole idea, multiversal actually. Forget it. That
bringing the multiverse in.
Yeah, something exists. Like even with these right here, like the multi, you know what I mean? Like I see they look like simple lines to most people, but I see
not at all, man.
I see so much dimension into them. It's almost like the Pink Floyd thing, but like next level in the sense of modernity. But the idea that somewhere else someone like me is doing what I'm thinking of doing.
Oh, yeah, we're going into quantum physics and our 9 different dimensions that are turned into 12 dimensions now, and they're all doppelgangers, and
Yes.
that is the most confusing but brilliant thing to read and figure out.
Boy, I'm telling you, it's just because even with that being said, like I've been in a class where not only has there been another, like for most of my educational career, there's been another David in my class until the David was my teacher. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, where do I go with that? Like, and I'm
That's
thinking
awesome.
all of this. I'm trying to humble myself in the back of my mind. I'm just like, I'm connected to this individual somehow, some way, and this person's telling me what I need to know. But you know what I mean? I'm really teaching them what they need to know because I'm showing them something. I'm showing them what the showing me works and how it works from a different way. And you know what I mean? It's like I'm creating the energy or using the energy they're creating and distributing it in a way that, you know, allows for it to multiply as well. And so how is it that all of this is possible, but we're in the middle of this shit show?
Isn't it just right? It doesn't. It's
stupidity breeds ignorance.
Oh my gosh!
This is true, right? And yeah, you just
hit the nail right on the head.
Yep.
I'll cheers to that.
Darwin was wrong on a lot of his theories.
You know what though? Here's a fun fact. Fun fact. We need to make a logo and have those. We need to make those logos pop up like as the overlay sometimes.
Yeah,
it's gonna be great.
Oh my God.
But I was staying at a hotel. We were staying. Sorry, my family and I were staying at a hotel in Newmarket one time when we were trying to find where we were going to land. And my MacBook was on the fritz. So I had to find the closest Apple store, which happened to be Upper Canada Mall, right? And it was Upper Canada Mall. And then I went there. You would never guess who I met. It was Darwin's great granddaughter.
Ooh, that's how did that come up?
Bro, I don't even know. She was working at the Apple store of all places.
Of course she was.
So I'm there, I'm talking, and I'm just like, and then you know, my wife mentioned something, and then I made a Darwinian comment, and she's like, "Oh, that's my great grandpa."
You're in a lineage of brilliant human beings.
Yeah, I'm like,
that's crazy.
Wait a minute, hold on. And we were there for and I was raging until she said that. And she said that, and I just forgot everything I was saying. It's like, so do you really hold on? Let me talk to you about this.
Let me figure this out. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, got into a real in-depth conversation about like her beliefs, her perspectives on technology, and the transcendence of the psychology of, it was some serious shit, man. So
for sure.
I bump into some people and it's a culture shock to me, and like Culture Shock magazine issue 8 is available. Where's that caption? I gotta get that caption. Unless Jay gets to it, I got it. Oh, yeah.
There it is.
8. Oh my goodness, we had some talented artists contribute to that. You know what I mean? People finally know what DUI looks like if they aren't tapped into. If they haven't been tapped in.
When I shave?
Yeah.
Yep.
I was like,
oh yeah, that was a great issue just because of seeing how many different perspectives are out there still. Every artist has their own way of throwing these words together.
Yes.
We had half of Effects May Vary in there.
Yep, which was fantastic to see. You had Hot Apollo.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of people, that's for sure.
We had yourself in there. This Ezra making his 8th consecutive appearance, and it's not like I'm there like, yo, you got to do this so you can appear here. He's just literally doing his thing to the effect of being that consistent. You know what I mean? And I'm sure there's other artists out there that are working consistently. They
That's
might be
awesome.
storing their music on a hard drive or getting people to make playlists and have them play repeatedly over and over again without getting likes from other original fans. But whatever you
Right.
got to do to get your lists up, whatever you got to do to get your numbers up. I'm just saying.
This is it, yeah.
So the system's hustle and you want to hustle the system. Tracy Cunningham.
System's rigged.
Yeah.
It is.
Simulation. Oh, it's a
It is.
simulation. We live in a simulation, so it's the aliens again.
Some might say it's the prison planet.
333.
333. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
Hey, speaking of 333,
yes,
Green
sir.
Jello just released a new album.
What's it called? 333.
No, it's called Garbage Pail Band Kids.
Okay.
Really?
Yes, I'm not joking. There's actually one of the traveling Green Jello members lives in Niagara Falls. Another one in St. Catharines. There's one that lives in Toronto.
All right.
He has like almost 900 members in total worldwide.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know that they went like that. That's awesome.
That's
Yeah,
hard.
he stopped for many years, and then a few years ago, a handful of years ago, he came back and went, "Hey,
we can do this.
I have a cult following. Let's use these fans. Let's make the dreams come true."
That's awesome. I'll have to check that out then.
If you buy him a plane ticket and X amount of money, he'll come and do a show.
Nice.
All right.
Anywhere. He'll play it in your backyard, in your basement.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, that's proper.
That's awesome.
Bill's great. What's the name of it here? Oh, and he also has a live Facebook thing he does too.
Nice.
Awesome. Oh, you gotta love how artists are just getting out there now.
Yeah, man, it's great.
What is it? Garbage Band Kids.
Garbage Band Kid. That's what you want to hear. That's awesome.
All right. Yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
I remember those. Yeah.
Awesome.
Definitely check it out. I've already heard. I heard a few of the songs.
I'll definitely.
All right, the burn's gone. I'm good. Now tingle.
Don't burp.
My throat's clear though.
Never fully gone.
I'm telling you. My throat's better though. Like I don't have that phlegmy buildup. It just broke it down.
There you go.
I just need a nap. So who's all here watching us? Come on, guys, say something.
Yeah, you got questions? Go for it.
We got some people on my channel. We got some people on the Twitch channels. Okay. Now
the Twitch always has somebody on it. Both Twitch always has somebody on it all the time now, which is nice.
Here's the thing. Like, can you scroll down and see the rest of it? Like, I can't. I can only see up to the Terrell effect. It doesn't show me the whole page. I wonder if I go full screen.
I don't know.
Of course, there's something.
But people can get in the chat, guys. Yeah. Talk.
There's always secrets to be found. Yeah.
There we go. Boom. When I went full screen, I could see it. So yeah, on the real though, there's some intense things happening nowadays. I mean, like
stupid people doing stupid things
all the time, bro. All the time, in magnitude, and
yes,
I can't justify it. You know what I mean? It's like, why are you putting your tongue in the socket? Stop taking the garbage out of the trash. Why are you spinning around in front of in the road? You know what I mean? Like that kind of stupid shit. And it's like,
yep,
it makes my head hurt. Cause
stupidity breeds ignorance.
Or does ignorance breed stupidity? A little bit of both, really.
You need to be stupid before. Well, no, I guess you need to be ignorant.
But you got to be ignorant. You got to be arrogant before it all.
Yeah. It's kind of like what came first, the chicken or the egg.
Right?
I'm telling you, bro, I'm still trying to figure out how the hell the egg is hatched by the chicken, but the chicken came before the egg, apparently.
Well, it depends on what philosopher and scientist you're talking to.
But the egg hatches into a chicken.
Yeah,
Yes, but you need the chicken to lay the egg.
But the egg hatches into a chicken.
But you need the chicken to make the egg.
This is the conversation I've been having since I've heard the conversation. Since I heard the
right.
question.
This is as far as it gets.
As far as it goes.
This is it. This is it.
It's an endless loop.
You know why all the great philosophers of minds all went mental, right?
Because they had this conversation.
What came first? Yep. What came first,
Right?
the egg or the chicken?
What came first?
Yep. Solid.
Either way, it all just showed up randomly, and we're like, "What the hell is this?"
Possible.
Right?
So wait.
Who knows?
So when I
If
pay
you-
for what I was gonna say, when I pay for something and I drink it, should I talk to people about that because I'm paying for it? Tell them if I like it, because this here
Are you talking-
beverage, it's a beverage from a winery, a local winery, and the Pinot Gris. It's a Pinot Gris. I think it's a JT Pinot Gris. And
Look at
it
this. He's
is-
getting all fancy on us.
Yeah,
What?
it's a nice one. It's a nice one. I don't
Fermented
really
fruit?
drink wine
No.
enough. Fermented
Right.
fruit, I'm telling you. I don't really drink wine too tough because I haven't really found one that I could say, yeah, that's my one. And I guess with wine, there's never really that one. It's just wine, really. But
Oh,
Yeah,
you
this
got
is
well.
nice.
It goes with food, man. Like I have 4 different wines I go to depending on what I eat.
Oh, okay, diversity. I mean,
Or-
I have a little.
I do
Go ahead.
have a wine that I like to read with in the sense of performing and stuff like that because you need some pretension to poetry.
A nice
But,
18-year-old scotch.
That is always that's nice little wool cardigan with a pipe, and then you're rocking in the chair talking.
The cardigan, yes.
It's better than looking like a soccer mom with a glass of wine.
Well, if
Hey,
it's a nice
hey.
red wine, right? That's the whole thing.
Well,
That really sounded soccer momish.
I know. Thank
The
you.
white wine, doesn't the white wine go with the chicken and then the fish? And the red wine goes with like the steak and things like that? Or is it the other way around?
Sure.
Yeah, I know.
I don't drink the garbage.
Ah, well. Sip, bro.
It's right up there with my soft rock Iron Maiden.
Oh, don't.
Well,
All right. Fine.
I'm gonna just stay behind the numbers on this one. Looking like a cyclops and shit. Look at that.
So at least I don't listen to Iron Maiden and drink wine. Well, that would just be too much universe imploding,
That's a whole lot of hazing.
and you'd be like,
I
oh my
look like
goodness.
one of
You'd
I look-
feel it over in the falls. Be like, Taylor's drinking wine and listening to Iron Maiden. Can you feel this?
Right?
I look like a minion. Ha!
You are.
Maybe on your screen, but not here. You just look like a guy that's trying to move his head to the side.
Oh, damn.
Good try.
All right.
We got a visual
I
though.
tried. Yeah. I was behind the eye.
Oh, is Johnny actually still watching? I see a thumbs up on a post. If you're still watching, buddy,
Okay.
say something.
This. Yeah, brothers. Okay. So, I mean, there's
Yep.
so much to do, but nothing that can be done.
There's a hockey game tonight.
Ooh, who's playing?
Leafs.
Okay.
Who I
say that
really
too
don't care.
loud. Don't say that too loud. The missus might, might start laughing. No, but aren't they doing pretty good this year? And I'm sure it's because it's a shortened season and they're only playing the
Well,
Canadian team. But
No, well, they did just lose to Vancouver, who is coming off of COVID.
Oh, they lost 5 in a row, but they won last night. They're playing the Jets tonight again.
Okay, nice. Campbell didn't get his breaking of
record.
records.
He got.
Well, he didn't break the one though. I think it's all time.
Yeah, that he
There
was
was a
tied at 10 and then 11. If I remember correctly. I'll have to check.
Okay.
It's just sports, anyways.
Yeah,
I'd like to-
everything's rigged. I'm gonna. That should be my new hashtag. Everything's rigged.
Everything's rigged.
Everything's rigged.
Everything's rigged, guys.
Yeah, you know that mac and cheese you really
Aliens.
like?
Rigged.
Aliens. Rigged.
Yeah, it's all gonna come to aliens, and that's it for the next like 20 years. It's aliens.
Oh man.
Oh, UFC's
No,
going right now too.
Oh yeah. Masvidal versus Usman.
Yep.
Weidman's playing fighting Hall.
Sweet.
Really
What?
not many good fights coming up.
I gave up on UFC a long time ago.
There's
Well,
some
apparently-
matchups I want to watch, but you know it's a money's game now, right?
Speaking of USC, apparently on our Twitter, Tough Talks Pod. We'll pop that up there. Where's that at? There we go. Bam. On our Twitter, the Tough Talks Pod, we're being followed by someone who will be competing in the upcoming season of The Ultimate Fighter.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that one of the local boys?
I'd have to get more information. Oh fuck. Turtle Top MMA or Top Turtle MMA. Yeah.
Nice. See if somebody wants to come on.
Yeah. That'll be dope. Okay. Things are just happening.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah, and I just got some new music from Private Name, Private Number from the Play My Song live. That's every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. on Private Name _ Private Number on Instagram. Check that out. There's
Definitely.
two new artists every week who have their songs featured. I believe this week. Oh man, I have to look and see who we have on this week.
Nice. I'm working on a new acoustic album.
Nice.
Sweet.
So I'm just editing and re-recording some things. See how long that takes.
Hey, if you need a hand, I'll give you a hand.
Sweet.
I'm currently
we
waiting.
have an
Definitely
online list.
I sent out a bunch of music. I'm waiting for it to come back in, so I got nothing really
Nice.
to do.
We can do an online listening party hosted by yours truly. Woo!
Woo!
Okay, so we have Jacquian Music and Libran Music.
Okay, right on.
Song.
No idea.
So,
All right, give me 2
yeah,
seconds.
they're two artists from Toronto, or the Toronto area.
Sorry, the kitten needed to get out.
That's okay.
I'm really trying to hold on here. Like I'm like dead on my feet.
Okay.
Man, no worries.
Yeah, let me know if you got to tap out, fam. Like, don't push yourself any further than you need to go on my accord.
That's too late. I already woke up today.
Oh shit! He's like, nah, you stuck with me. All right, cool.
It's
Right.
been actually a long few weeks. You know, I've had the
Bro.
grandkids over the 2 out of the last 4 weeks, then my daughter going through 40 hours of labor.
Damn.
And,
Shit.
you know, yeah.
I just
Got a
watched
new
WrestleMania.
granddaughter.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, her
congrats.
nickname's Elvis. She doesn't like me calling her that though. Her name's
Okay.
Presley
Nice.
is her name, so I call her
Sweet.
Elvis.
Oh, for forever and for furthermore, Elvis is her new name.
Yep. Presley's
awesome.
father came up with the best one. Is Elvis has not left the pelvis yet.
Yeah.
There you go. Yep,
We had fun with that for a while.
that's good. Yep. Yeah, that keeps it light and breezy in the hospital.
Right.
Oh yeah. It's not like they're not thinking something along those lines. They got some
Right?
sinister jokers in there.
Oh, you have to.
My daughter's just as twisted as me. I showed you what she gave me after my pug. We had to put my pug down.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry to hear that.
She gave me a dog skeleton that barks with green eyes.
Awesome.
That
That's
looks like
some
a
beautiful. I like it.
It's okay. I made her cry when we went to Niagara on the lake, and I bought 2 Christmas tree ornaments that looked like our old Shih Tzu and our pug. Made her cry right in the middle of the store. All you see is show her. I'm like, look at these, and she looked at me, called me an asshole, and stormed out and cried.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's the kind of
well,
relationship
yeah.
I have with my kids.
Best kind. Make them cry in stores.
yeah. I try to, try to
Well, I remember
listen to any
Zellers.
kind of
Remember the
emotional
clothes, the
damage.
round clothes thing in Zellers? Clothes would hang on that.
Yeah,
rack
the
instead
thing
of-
that would always hide in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'd walk by with my daughter and hip check her and keep on walking.
There you go. Yeah. Soft enough.
Yeah.
Oh,
Unless
yeah.
she goes all the way through.
That
Yeah,
happened a
that's
few
true.
times.
Yeah, I figured. Just bounce off the metal pole on the inside. Oh my gosh. Oh. Yeah. Definitely savage.
Yeah,
But
there it
hey,
is.
that's what the circle does.
I
Episode
really,
19.
I really look like somebody beat the shit out of me.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Yeah, like either that or you smoked a whole lot of weed.
No, my granddaughter's here, so no, not yet. I'll be hitting the shatter for 90 night time.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have 7 grams left. We'll see what's left by morning.
True.
For
And we're
sure.
not going to bore you with the morning show.
That's a lot of coffee.
You know what I mean?
Morning show.
We
There you go.
do afternoons and evenings.
If you
I
want to
like
do a
it.
morning show, it's gonna be my computer pointed at the Barbie doll. It's on the wall in the Tim Hortons jersey.
There it is. Yep.
I thought about something, but I'm not even going to talk about it on the air because someone else will try and do it, and they won't do it as well as I can. So I'll save them the embarrassment.
I already know what you're talking about. And yeah, it's a good idea, but I won't be there every time.
That's what I'm saying. I gotta wait until I can structure it in a way that I can make it consistent and fluid. It might even be something that's recorded off camera and then put up online to play for the morning. I don't know.
That's always a good option too, right?
I'm awake in the morning. I'm just not a morning person.
Yeah, well,
So it can become more savage.
I'm not my cheery self like I am now.
Hey, bro, I only have so much cheer left in me by this time of day. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just like, yeah, all right. And that's like 9 o'clock. You know what I mean? By this time of day, I'm like, yeah.
I'm here.
You know what I mean? It's like,
I'll go to Timmy's at 6 in the morning, and when the lady goes, "Hi, how are you?" I'll be like, "Fuck off! I'm not awake."
Turn it down a little bit.
Wow.
You're up here. You're here. I'm barely in the screen.
That's right.
I need you to taper that edge a little bit there, ma'am. I'm not as
You need to come down to
Pop
my
is be a
level.
little more human.
Oh man.
I'm not a morning person. Even in the military, I was never the morning person. When somebody had to wake me, they really regretted it.
Oh, I didn't even have to be in the
Yeah.
military for them to regret waking me up. Nah, bro.
Oh, I'm a huge morning person.
Oh man, I'm up at 5, bro. Like I can do this.
The best
shit.
way,
Like,
man.
As soon as the UV
Usually when
rays
he's getting up, I'm
rest
going to
over
sleep.
UV rays are just coming over the curve of the earth or some shit. It's just hitting me, and I'm like, "What's that?" Boom! Wake up! Just what's this? You know what I mean?
Time to get up.
Found out. I just found out from Tracy Cunningham, I think it was, or was it Margaret? One of the two ladies that we had on Candid Conversations, that between 3 and 5 o'clock is when monks wake up because that's when most people are asleep.
Makes sense. That's the end of the witching
That
hour.
would be Margie.
Yeah,
that's Margaret.
That's
She was
Margaret.
talking
Yeah,
about when she took her son to Tibet and they opened up the tourism there. She was one of the first groups that went.
It was
that's
Tracy that was talking
beautiful.
about. It was Tracy that was talking about the witching hour, actually.
Yes.
So it was kind of funny
to
because we went from Tracy talking about the witching hour, and then
the opposite.
yes. So, oh
Two
man,
amazing people. They're amazing. They have
wonderful.
some
Yeah,
good
that's
conversation.
those two topics are always a fun topic, the witching hour and the Tibetan hour.
Yeah.
Those are
And
just
somehow
fun
it
to
all
talk
came
about.
back to mental illness.
Yep.
It
And
was a
then
big, like we
Naturally.
had a big, good chat about mental illness, being a native in Canada.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was interesting. There
Color
were
in
some interesting
Canada.
conversations, huh?
That's awesome.
Yeah, being of color in Canada, like just the different dynamics of, because I think it was me as a black man and you as an indigenous or multicultural man, and then Tracy who was indigenous, and then Margaret who was like European, Canadian,
Polish, I believe. I don't
Polish.
remember
Yeah.
exactly. Don't mark my words, but she is
As I
European
said,
and she came over.
European Canadian. As I said, European Canadian.
Yeah.
So yeah. So
But it was kind of funny. Me and Tracy have a lot of the same experiences too. Like, on the forums where it says, Caucasian, native.
Yeah, you got to put
Well, there's sections that say what kind of native you are, and it's like we check instinctively, prefer not to say. And my daughter gets angry at me because I prefer not to.
right.
And she's, 20 years younger than me. And, this is her field. And she's like, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you? Well, back then it was a different time than it is now. You hit it.
100%. Yeah.
Unless you were obvious, you didn't talk about it. You didn't go and, fly.
Yeah, it was that underlining, like,
You got
you don't
treated
need
differently.
you don't need to know that this is part of it.
Like
Yeah,
that's how I can relate with David, because like getting treated differently because of your
Yeah.
creed or your religion or your race is not right.
Yeah, there's no
Oh,
hiding this. There's no hiding this at all.
100%, 100%. It's not right, and that's still a baffling concept to me. Like I've been watching the Great Debaters, like a lot of Denzel Washington, right? Remember the Titans?
Oh yes.
Oh, is that the newborn?
Oh my goodness! Isn't that
Oh,
the most scrumptious little nugget?
that's Elvis for you.
Oh man, that's great.
That's awesome, man.
That's the new baby girl.
Sweet, sweet. Another one to take your heart.
Yep, that's 3 now.
Ooh,
Before
that's
I'm
fun.
50. Before I'm 50.
There you go.
So you outnumbered what? 7-1, 7-2.
I gave up counting, man. Like even the dogs, like he took my nuts, so I'm not even male.
Oh,
You're
wow.
on your own, dude. You go away.
Wow, he went there and beyond. Okay.
Oh man.
Baby girl, you're okay.
Okay. Boom. Yeah. So Johnny Armani's Boom Boom Room Freestyle. Check that out. You know what I mean? That's on YouTube, as we are right now. Seventh Circle, episode
Sweet,
19.
sweet.
Memoirs of a Moustache in the building. We're also on Liquid Fire Radio. Check us out. Share the shock.ca. Oh my gosh.
Liquid Fire.
Telling you. Oh my goodness.
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome.
You know what? I have
5
a picture
days
of
old.
my
5 days old.
I think she was maybe like 2-3 months
That's
in
crazy.
this picture. I want to shout out to Jenny and ask her how old she was, but she was not too old in this picture. She was no more than 6 months in this picture that I have right here. And like I have this other picture where I'm holding my daughter in my hand, where she's like 6 weeks old, and I'm holding her from like my palm to like the crook of my elbow.
Yeah.
And now I can literally rest my arm in line, like crook of my elbow, and just
That was my youngest, by the way.
Yeah. Kind of just put my arm on her shoulder, standing up. You know what I mean? It's like, what the hell?
Oh yeah, human birth and growth is an amazing concept. It's still baffling.
I said to her earlier today, I'm like, you're one of the coolest things I've ever made.
There you go. Yeah.
like if not the coolest, because now she can make like the things she's making. Like she's got me hooked up. All these bracelets right here. You know what I mean?
There you go.
She sells them, I don't know how much she sells them for. Like I think she was like $3 for one, $5 for two, some shit like that. I don't know.
Nice.
Got me hooked up.
That's it, right? You'll never
Okay,
be out of jewelry now.
We've been hogging all this mic time, by the way. We have a very talented poet. He writes decent music too.
Yeah.
He did a video at the beginning of the month.
On YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So tell us what's going on, man.
Not honestly, not too much. Just sitting, relaxing, and yeah, it is poetry month, so we'll stick on that theme for sure. Yeah, just enjoying it. I'm doing a big thing via Zoom on the 30th for poetry month. Yeah, so I'm with Poetry Takes the Night is the thing that I started at the Black Sheep Lounge in Welland. Fantastic coffee. Big shout out to Lucas for giving me my start. But since this COVID thing hit, I teamed up with a bunch of poets that have been part of Poetry Takes the Night and made the Poetry Guild of Niagara, which is an online thing it's all promoted on Facebook. If you go to Poetry Guild of Niagara or Poetry Takes the Night, all those links connect. So we're doing on the 30th, I think at 7 p.m. We're doing an open mic, for lack of a term, for poetry. You can either it's not just for poets, so poets, musicians, songwriters, blah 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 blah. Anyone who loves poetry, come in if you want. Read poetry of a classic one, like the people who inspired us. I'll be reading, for example, Oscar Wilde, T.S. Eliot, and William Blake, along with the stuff that I've published to see where the correlation comes. But if you want to literally just sit in a party and just listen, that's fine as well. It's all just celebration of poetry for sure.
That's what's
so
up.
that's
A
it.
reason to celebrate.
Yeah. This is it. So we've been pretty much working on lately. Always constantly writing. Always. And yeah, working on a new album, which is acoustic / poetry. A lot of instrumental stuff because I've been getting into the avant-garde side of guitar and drums. So it's going to be an interesting album for sure.
And who would you say is going to be the biggest influence on that album?
So right now I've been listening to, for instrumental wise, Glenn Bernacca and Bill Orcutt from Harry Pussy back in the 90s. Those guys, right? Great band name.
He didn't stutter.
He said it so fluently. I'm just like, nah, Dave, nah, Block, don't do it. Don't do it, Block.
Yeah, you gotta do it. And, well, that's the best part about that name. You just kind of like, you know what? I got to be confident in saying this. It's Harry Pussy.
You gotta say that. Say it with your chest.
Right, and then get that reaction of, did you just say that? Yeah, check those guys out from the 90s. But yeah, Bill Orcutt's been doing his solo project. So those, for instrumentally, those two are amazing. And if you don't know Glenn Bernacca, he's how do you put him? He's a composer who just went avant-garde in the hugest spot. The first time I saw him, he had 4 guitarists, and each guitarist was tuned to a different chord, an open chord. So he composed them all to do really crazy things.
Oh.
So he's outlandish. Like he's amazing.
Almost like a Lou Reedish.
Very much so. I think he's the one who inspired Thurston Moore from Sonic Youth to do what they did.
Have you seen August Rush?
Yes.
The movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with what's his name? Reyes? The father.
Yeah. John Mayer. John Rice Mayer.
That's the one, yes.
Yeah. Him and I can't remember the woman that was in there.
It's okay. I have an artist I'm gonna be talking to that does
Rob
that.
Williams was in there too. Yeah. There was when you were talking about the 4 artists in the different chord. That was the first thing that came to mind.
Yeah.
If you like that style of music, look up Candy Rat Records.
Candy Rat Records?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna write that down.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
It's all mostly finger style.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh yeah, I've met a few artists through them. It's great music.
That's awesome. I love that, the crazy weird avant-garde stuff. I am no longer allowed to pick music at work. That's how where my style lies now.
Okay,
So they
well,
wouldn't like what I picked either, then, huh?
No, no.
Cannibal Corpse into some, adult contemporary, into some, good old DOA, and then back into,
Oh, not at all. Yeah, it's
Mad Kid.
it's the radio stuff and a lot of Nirvana and stuff like that, which
Ah,
I'm not going to say is the worst, but it's not my cup of tea.
mm,
No, the man was talented. I will say that. Like every
Yeah,
musician's talented in their own right.
100%. I've realized listening
I will make
to
fun of some people I like that I really don't like that are mainstream.
100%. Yeah,
Like
no,
Iron Maiden
I've
being pop rock and
yeah. No, I
Slayer
found out
being just an over
4/4
anxious
time is
punk
boring.
band. You know,
Yeah,
like I'm even tired of Slayer. Like it's just
well, it's over
I,
and
I,
done
can-
with. It's
I can only hear the same album over and over again since '87.
yeah, no, that right. There's a time when it all just needs to fade
Die.
away. Yeah, it needs to go.
yeah. You
Metallica
can
just
only
keeps
remix something so
impressing
many
me in new
times.
stupidity every album.
But yeah, you know what? They're the most underrated for me is Metallica because I
They
was
changed
never
the
into
style
that,
up massively.
but I can never hate on Hetfield or Kirk. They are amazing guitarists. Cliff Burton is an inspiration as a bass player, so God
Yeah,
rest
but
his soul.
Newstead, oh my god, if they would have let him play properly the way he can, that man is fuck. Oh,
That's true. I
amazing.
gotta check out more of him.
Stupid talented. Like stupid.
Yeah,
Steve
yeah,
Stardust,
that's true. Yeah,
he's one of
they
the
often
fastest finger playing fucking metal bassists there is.
that's it, right?
And
There's some talented,
by the way, he only plays fretlesses.
and that's yep, that's another level of playing bass is fretless.
Look up the song The Philosopher by Death.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Listen to the guitar solo with the bass following them note for note.
All right.
Fretless bass.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out for sure.
Fretless.
That's
I'll give
talented.
you a bit of slide. It's like playing a trombone.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
At 240 beats per minute.
We've already we had that last time we were over 200. Nope.
Yeah. Sure, let me just burn through my fingertips right here,
That's right.
Boom.
Oh
I'm
man,
surprised that shit doesn't just catch fire while you play it, bro.
it probably does.
Don't worry, that happens all the time. We need to get a fucking cartoon. We need to get you playing. I have some fire fucking shit. I got some fire shit. We gotta get you playing and just have that fire start.
It explodes.
My
Man.
fastest music I have recorded was done to a 260 click.
You see what I'm saying? Like I do have to, like there's beats I have on a quarter of that time.
Yeah, you do like thirds at most.
Like no,
90
I don't
beats.
have I have no reason to be playing that fast. It's just it's like I mean, yeah, I could going back to the Lexus. I have a Jeep, so there's nothing saying I couldn't have bought a Lexus. I have a van, there's nothing saying I couldn't have bought, but I just don't find it necessary for me to go. I don't need that much room, okay? Because like it's bad enough. Like I leave my van with the econ on because it has an option where, well,
Yep.
not my van. Sorry, we leave her van with the econ with the econ on. Because if not, that motherfucker drives like a Dodge Charger. Have you ever driven beside a Dodge Charger? Exactly.
Do you know what's really fun? I actually did it. I put a fuel pump that was about a half pound of pressure under being illegal into a Dodge minivan.
Brutal.
See,
I
listen,
had the needle buried and I still had half throttle to go.
don't say that too loud. Jenny can hear you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Next
Oh,
time
but
you're
that's
sleeping, that's what will happen.
I'm telling you, bro. And it's not even like she wouldn't find it faster than I could. Sure.
The funny thing is, my buddy just bought a new vehicle for his wife, and
Yeah.
she won't drive in Hamilton, so I drive them once a month into Hamilton with their vehicle.
Okay.
Well, it's a Highlander. It has a
Yeah.
button. It's an all-wheel drive, okay, but it has a button where it takes, instead of being 50-50, power-wise, front to back, this button all of a sudden makes it 10-90.
That's a cool
So when
concept.
you hit the
That's
gas,
the
it goes like this, and then it goes like that.
Oh, vroom,
It's
vroom.
an 8-seater Highlander.
Oh, you driving in luxury there.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
It doesn't have an eco button, but it has an eco light that flashes at me.
As long as something lights up to tell you what's going on, right?
Yeah, you're going too fast, slow down because eco's burning away.
Yeah, chill out.
Breathe easy, brother. Breathe easy. Yeah,
That's right.
no, I'm telling you. Now, and I know when it's off because, like, even the other day, like, I had my hazards on, and when I got fat fingers, and I'm not looking directly at the damn thing sometimes, so I turned off the econ, and all of a sudden, I got to St. Catharines like 8 minutes quicker. I'm like, yeah, we're just
okay. If I got to St. Catharines 8 minutes quicker, I would have just had to blink when I walked out my door.
I'm just like, yo, I mean, I was
My
looking at
daughter
this
went
like,
to labor. My daughter went to labor, and I had to drive her into St. Catharines.
yeah, well, that's a legitimate reason to speed. I don't have those.
I was doing 170.
There you go.
On an empty highway, and I said to my daughter, if cherries pop on behind us, you have every permission to roll that window down and start screaming.
Yeah, you see, you can do that. Let a brother pull up with somebody, start screaming out the back window and shit. Let a brother you know what they did? You know what they did when they pulled up on me and we were feeding my daughter in the park? They told Jenny to sit in the car, don't worry about it. It's perfectly fine. You can continue feeding your daughter. And then they proceeded to put me in cuffs. I said, wait a minute, why am I in cuffs for? They said, we'll let you know as soon as the other officers get over here. I said, what, they're going over there to conjure up a reason for me to be in cuffs? You have to tell me why I'm in cuffs before you put me in cuffs. Nah, bro, I'm telling you, these motherfuckers are savage. So,
yeah.
Well, yeah, no, I wouldn't blame you. You use that to your advantage. Fucking do 190 if you can. Fuck, no, you probably hit a governor. Do you have a governor? I know in my Jimmy, it was like 160.
No. I know how to take those off.
Oh, really? Oh,
there you go.
Aren't you fancy? And on my screen, I look like I have one really wayward eye.
I do know my GPS has a permanent record of the fastest I've ever driven.
Which is?
In a vehicle. 248.
Bam! Wow!
God damn.
Damn! That's
quick.
I think I top out at 220, like on both of them. One tops out at 200, one tops out at 220.
You need to learn how to manipulate the tranny.
I want nothing to do with any tranny, sorry. No, I'm joking. I shouldn't say that. That was wrong. That was a knee-jerk reaction. No, I'm playing. But anyways.
If you burp the throttle just right, you can manipulate your car to go a lot faster than it should in lower gears.
If you feather the throttle, you mean?
Yes, burp it.
Burp it, feather it. Are we gonna get into technicalities now, bro?
Sure. That's all driving is technicalities.
Okay. Yeah, no, honestly, like ever since I heard the concept of the Autobahn, I've been debating on whether or not I could manage it, and I don't know, bro. It's just one of those things.
Living in Canada, you couldn't afford it.
That's true.
Do you know how much it is to get your license where the Autobahn is?
No, I don't.
Germany, it costs you up to $3,500.
Oh.
You know what? Yeah, they know what they're doing.
Just for your license. Just for your license.
Don't you now, do training too?
For example, on the Autobahn, and this is why I laugh at people that they say, look at the Autobahn because there's less accidents. Yes. There's also thousands of police that drive it up and down every minute.
But here's an example. A ticket can cost you anywhere from $50 to $2,700.
That's a lot of money.
That's just
Again.
following somebody.
Just a wee bit, yeah.
Well,
Now, say, for
doesn't like
example,
the
you're doing
Autobahn. I
100
didn't
kilometers an
necessarily
hour.
say I
You
was
have to
going
be
on the
2 car
Autobahn.
lengths away. If you're doing 200 kilometers, you have to be like 13, 14 car lengths away.
Yeah, you got to know your physics.
You have to be so far
Which I
behind.
do.
Like, you have to have so much distance. And if you got too close, the police will pull you over and hand you a hefty ticket.
That's what pull up on my Facebook. This is unfair, ladies and gentlemen. This is some bullshit.
Both?
No, the one beside that.
The
Yeah, we're not going to go any further into it. That's why you be careful what you say.
yeah, no, I know.
Because that's why you be careful what you say. Is that not why? Is that not why we're careful what we say nowadays? Put my phone down, man. What'd you say?
You want to know what my video game name is?
Well,
Carmageddon.
fuck out of here with all that shit, bro.
There you go.
Oh man. Oh my goodness. That was great. That was I can't right now. I'm just
Yeah, we'll just let that lie where it is.
No,
We can keep going, but we're not going to. We'll just it's yep.
How far can you get that foot in your mouth there, Block?
I think I'm ankle deep right about now. Ankle deep.
Only ankle?
Yeah. I mean,
Only
like, it's
an
hard to
ankle.
get past that joint. You know what I mean? Like, it started at the heel though, so.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness, the circle is savage, and it wouldn't be without y'all. 5 of y'all watching, 4 of y'all watching.
That's amazing.
It's awesome, and you know what I mean. The 2 of y'all here.
It's a pleasure as always.
Oh my gosh, it's great. It's great knowing that there's people out there willing to put up with some heinous antics for, you know, whatever time it takes to get across some good information. Because yeah, I mean, anybody who wanted to drive on the Autobahn now realizes how fucking expensive it is.
I looked at like the
different over there, right?
The rules for like tailgating that are insane. That's why it's safer. Because
but did you notice
they have the police enforce it?
Okay. Did you notice the that stretch of highway where you can go 110 now? Well, for some of us it's 120, 130. Some of us it's 170, 180. But between the what is it, the QEW on the QEW?
St. Catharines and Hamilton.
Yeah. Good idea or bad idea?
You up the limit, they're just going to drive faster.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
That's not the speed limit's not the problem. It's the policing of it.
Oh, it's also the people not understanding physics and rules.
There's not enough police to keep people honest. Like,
this is true.
Example again, the Autobahn has its own police force.
Yep.
We have the OPP that's extremely stretched to begin with.
We're talking like this. I'm such a dirty bird.
Don't get me onto the police forces. Like, for the 1% that's bad, there's still the 99 that are not.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Bro, we could dive down this road. I'm just slip sliding some moguls right now. I'm just slip sliding some I can say the same.
That's always that's the fun topic right now is cops and
robbers. No, I'm joking.
Cops and robbers.
Humanity. Okay, we'll put it this way: humanity is the 1% we focus on.
Yes, we always focus on the negative.
1% of stupidity. 1%.
It's like the sheep. It's like the sheep. You know what I mean? I can have 99 sheep, but one of them sheep walk away, and I'm looking for that one sheep. Who cares about that 99? Y'all know to follow me to look for the one, but the one is the one I'm going to look for. So, you know what I mean? And I stopped doing that shit. I'm just like, if you dumb enough to leave the rest of us, motherfucker, then you can just go on about your business, become some wolf food and shit. I'm tired of chasing after your simple ass and shit, you stupid sheep. So
if it's that same sheep every week.
every week.
But if you know what I mean, it's just
Yeah.
everyone focuses on
Well-
that 1% instead of the bigger.
Well, and that's it, right? If you're going with the good and bad, I was just reading a book about I forget who the philosopher is. My grandfather gave it to me, but we focus on the bad because it disrupts our reality, right? Good is constantly there, right? So sadly, we don't realize that good is always right there in front of us
Same
when
as
bad just kind of
conspiracy.
distorts.
It's the same as
Mm.
conspiracies. The mind can't phantom something, so it latches onto something that sounds reasonable.
Right.
How outlandish it is.
It takes away from what reality truly is.
Well, when you have a disassociation of actual and ideal psychologies, that's when you run into a real problem. It's one thing
Especially
for
if you
me to
don't
say,
consist of-
"Hey, I'm a content creator." It's another thing for me to say, "Hey, I'm like Tyler Perry."
Whoa.
You know what I mean? Like,
Damn.
you know, I can't say that unless we're looking at specific variables, and I don't have acres of property wherewith I can create my dreams.
You don't own half
at
of
a moment's
Georgia.
notice. You know what I mean? I don't. You know what I mean? There's things I know that I lack, but at the same time, that's not going to stop me from moving forward to acclaim those things. So
Oh yeah, you
anybody
can
trying to
become Tyler Perry.
nah, I could become David Terrell. That's what it is. That's
Right.
who I am.
Yeah.
You know what I
Well,
mean?
you can dress up like Tyler Perry and do what he does in the movies as well.
There's any number of things, but it's like
I can see him as Medina.
Oh,
I
100%.
can't. I really can't. I don't have the tone of voice. I don't have the I don't think I have the mannerisms to mimic that as effectively as I would like it to be portrayed. And personally speaking, there's enough women to play the role of women. That's just my philosophy.
Yeah, but
I don't understand.
it's not the
I don't
comedic
understand
effect.
Elizabethan times. I don't understand the Elizabethan times. Like, how are you gonna have this wealth of women to play the role of women, but then have men dress up as women with their hairy ass lips and nasty ass legs and shit, trying to act like they're some bountiful bosomed woman? Like, that just put a woman in that dress, motherfucker. Get out of that shit. Unless, you know what I mean, you identify with that. And even then, in Elizabethan times, did we really even have a name for anything relative to that?
Oh, they did it all the time.
Like, so, life is to live.
It is, right?
It's to live. It's to live. I'm not even. Oh man! And then kids nowadays, they're so brazen. Kids are so brazen. I love how brazen they are, but they're so brazen.
I love that word, and it describes it beautifully. That's 100% true.
The generation of me.
Oh, it's getting ridiculous at some points.
Oh,
And it's not even just a generation, actually. It's
No, it's the philosophy that's coming
decade of
into
me.
this whole society. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
it needs to
First.
go away.
Me first.
Me first and the Gimme Gimmes. They're a great band.
Oh man, me first.
Yes, they are.
I'm serious.
I
That's a
won't.
band.
Really?
Me first.
First
Oh,
and
it's
the
a-
Gimme
It's a killer band. I just watched a video of them on YouTube.
and some good old Dick Cheese.
Yeah.
Okay, now you're just being abrasive.
Nope. Look up Richard Cheese.
Okay, we've gone from hairy pussy to dick cheese, bro. Listen, man, I'm not sure.
He does lounge covers. Like he takes like Slipknot's Wait and Bleed and does it to lounge music.
Oh, that's right. I haven't
Wait,
watched
wait,
him in a while.
We gonna wait.
Richard
We gonna hear
Cheese.
waiting. Rich Jesus, I'm not gonna turp that up into my.
I
damn
dare
search.
you. It's safer than Blue Waffle.
Yeah, I know it's not Teenage Head either, but at the same time, like, it's just no. There's just certain
I dare
searches.
you.
What do I look like? A kindergartner? Like,
Then I
I'll
would have
look up
triple dog dare you.
triple dog dare. Bah, I haven't heard that in ages.
That's the good one. You got to do it.
In all the means of knowledge.
What I am about to do is have me some of this Solicious pepper sauce to make sure that I clear up some of my congestion here, because that's not what it's for, but it helps with that. You know what I mean?
Oh, of course it is.
Solicious pepper sauce.
Yes, but if
It
you look up
is.
Richard Cheese, you'll just laugh it all out anyways.
But worth the heat. Oh my gosh. Richard Cheese.
Richard Cheese.
Oh man.
What a name.
Me first
What
and
a
the Gimme
name.
Gimmes.
Circle jerks.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, them I've heard of.
Bad Brains.
Oh damn, there's seeds on this.
Oh, good luck then.
Back in the 70s, there was a two-piece band out of Toronto called the Sick Fox.
And you know what? The consensus is that this one so far has been the spicier one.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going
There's
in.
not enough ghost pepper in the other one.
Oh god, it is spicy.
That one's just tasty though. It's just delicious.
They're both just tasty.
This is true.
It's my new ketchup.
That's
So
right. It is.
Look up Richard Cheese.
You still on that?
Yep.
Always. We're not letting this go. You got to have a big poster behind him that says Dick Cheese. Or behind you, sorry. It's Dick Cheese. Please, Slipknot.
Mm-mm. Mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. How about we move on to the next thing?
Richard.
Oh.
that he's burning inside right now. That's the next thing.
That
Down
is
with
the
the-
next thing.
Okay, no. Richard Cheese, down with the sickness.
How about you give me the Coles notes?
Man, isn't that like 10, 12 years old?
9.
James Cooks. Didn't he do the soundtrack to the zombie movie that was in the mall?
He's playing it right now.
What one's that one?
I forget. With Ving Rhames and stuff like that, and the snipers on the roof. I forget what that movie was. I watched it once because I don't like zombies.
I prefer comedies.
Oh shit. Oh,
Yep.
Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness.
This is a metal song, by the way.
It's fantastic. Love it.
He's great.
All right, Frank the Sinatra, step aside.
Right? Buble who?
Yeah. That's right. Where's his water? Where's cheese water?
Oh my goodness.
Wasn't that the old Greek bathhouses?
Oh, yep.
Oh, you went there and beyond. See? Oh, wait. Maybe that's when I should do something like this. That's when I should go. Wait, where is it? Whenever someone says something like that, I should just go like this. Just savage. Oh, man. That's great. That's great. That had a mellow vibe. I don't know how you do that for a rock tune. You might as well call yourself Will Down.
Yeah, it's lounge music.
Already read there. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it open?
Oh snap!
Oh, sorry.
It looks like I just looked over my backyard, and like as y'all having that beautiful embrace, I just saw 2 kids going across my backyard, looking like they was in the middle of a fight. Oh, they boxing or some shit.
Oh, there you go.
Talk about balance in the universe, eh?
Peace and will.
Literally, like
That's the whole point.
just went across the back and just boom.
Oh, kids, the brazen kids.
Oh,
Boxing.
I'm telling you. Like this one dude had the next dude in between his legs, like he was gonna power bomb him, but the other guy was sprawling and then moving back. I'm just like, yo, listen, I was just about to comment on how wonderful the world is and how peaceful and joyous we must be and some shit. And then all of a sudden, right in my backyard, just boom, like, okay, hold on a second, maybe not. Oh, that's grand. That is grand. Oh, yes.
Oh, the world.
This is why I do this. I can't wait until I can go live from on location on the road, bro. Savage Circle on the road.
Just picking up random people from the from the streets.
Yes. Yes.
Is the sky really blue, sir?
You know what I mean? Like, what do you think about politics?
You like blunt
mean?
wraps? There you go.
Oh my goodness.
Slim Jim. Oh my goodness. No, they do not have Slim Jim blunt wraps.
You be like, okay.
Is that meat? Is that actual meat? Are you smoking meat? Like that terminology.
That sounds dirty.
I
Right?
know, that's what I'm saying. Like terminology does not sound that great.
Are you smoking meat?
Are you smoking meat?
Well, we got Dick Cheese on the radio, Circle Jerks are on the video, and Harry Pussy's playing in the background.
So you
And
might
me
as well
first in the gimme gimmies.
And me
You gotta
first in the
be-
gimme gimmies. They're next in line.
You gotta be smoking meat.
You ain't smoking meat, you ain't getting high.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, no.
Legendary. Legendary.
That's when you put down the liquid LSD and walk away.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh,
Oh,
there you go.
man.
Yep.
The
This public message
peyote is
has
only
been
good
brought
for
to
so
you
long.
by Driving Under Insanity.
Nice. Nice.
Oh my goodness. Oh, this is great. Oh, I can't even wipe my eyes with nothing.
Sure you can. You did it last time.
I know, and I paid for it for the rest of the show. So I'm trying to, resist the urge.
Oh, man.
Okay, we gotta tell more
Actually-
jokes so he has to wipe his eyes.
Oh,
Okay.
the tears are actually a little warm. My tears are warm, gentlemen. There's
Bleeding
warm.
hot sauce already?
I'm telling you, it's like, no, it can't be that. No, it's so worth the heat for sure. But like, oh my gosh, why are my tears warm? I didn't touch my eyes at all. Okay, we're good.
You sure?
No, I'm just trying to move on.
You know how well that worked.
Well, hey.
Oh, man.
Good.
Look. Oh,
Come
come back to us, man. Come back to us.
These long
Reaching-
eyelashes don't help either.
You're reaching another dimension right now?
I'm telling you, it's like I can see that what the next David is about to be doing. Nah, he had water. Wait, I got juice.
He had water. He had milk and bread waiting for him.
He had all that other shit. I just got like the Culture Shock magazine, boom, right here. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Just in the Charlotte from Effects May Vary on this cover, as well as Kyle from Effects May Vary on the alternate cover. The
How many physical?
I print them on request. So I print them on request.
I usually
So
ask
right
for one
now
for
I have
everyone I'm in.
Yeah, so usually I print about 50 because I have like that many people that want to get it, and then outside of that, like when I run out of that, it's if someone asks me for some, I print them in like batches of 5 or 10 until like the third week, and then I just let whatever I have run out. But we are at.
I was gonna say we can. We got to get in contact with Black Sheep and see if he'll put some up on his shelves every so often.
Oh, I can, like, if you want to do that. I mean, I have a subscription package that I'm putting together for
nice.
like businesses and things like that. I have the independent subscription that was like $5. Sorry, $5 per magazine if you're doing it monthly. But if you're gonna do it annually, it's $50. You get 2 months for free.
Sweet.
I got to structure a business package. I have a business package structured, but I just have to get into it. But basically, it gives you either the magazines or the magazines and some QR codes, magazines and QR codes and T-shirts. There's different packages that I can arrange to make available for businesses depending on how interested they are in sponsoring or investing in what we're doing. So
Yeah, he's definitely
And
someone to contact, right?
We're doing a lot.
Yeah, like we're
Anytime you're looking for other poets, throw it out on Poetry Takes the Night and Poetry, the Niagara Poetry Guild, and we've got tons.
Let me join that right now.
Okay, I can't stay alive much longer here, guys.
Okay.
Oh, it makes sense, man.
Yeah. All right. Well, We have been going for a while.
Hour 35. I'm like wiped. Like you have no clue.
Okay.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
you're resting on your mic. That means yeah,
Yeah, I'm just
it's over, man.
pain
Yeah.
is a wonderful thing.
Yes, it is, but it sucks. It's tiring.
You think you're mentally strong until you hit pain you've never felt before.
Mm.
Amen
Yeah.
to that.
It's the
hear
only
that.
equalizer in life. Because it's something
Mm.
we all feel.
Yep, this is true. Life is
Yeah,
pain.
okay. Well, on the other side of the coin, we just got some good news. The latest billboards designed for Johnny Armani's Bodies in Canada, which is available on all streaming platforms, just got approved. So yeah, that's the next stage of things.
Nice.
Massive. Jeez.
That's
Let's
killer.
go.
Don't worry, we'll
Let's
be in LA soon. Don't worry. We'll be
let's
on a billboard in
go.
LA.
Yo, as long as we taking a bus down there, cause like I ain't trying to
No,
fly
we'll be on a
nowhere.
billboard. Don't worry.
Oh, billboard. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
hell yeah.
that's
Just billboards.
oh
Yeah,
yeah.
fuck it.
I'm telling you. I want like I like the Stompin' Tom motif, you know what I mean? Bring them here. If you really want to see me, if you really want to know what I'm doing, come to where I'm at. I'll try to find somewhere central for it to be easier for y'all to get here. But
Yep.
like y'all gotta come to where I'm at. And thank y'all for tuning in because you can't get to 1 million unless you start at 1. Right now we're at 4. So
That's
Yeah.
that's right.
I fall.
We're getting
I
close.
fall. We'll be on the Hollywood Hills somewhere. We'll be on a
Yep.
billboard down there. Guarantee you.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I guess we'll call it at that. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take the time to thank DUI as well as Taylor Peebles, aka Memoirs of a Mustache, for joining us on yet another episode of the Savage Circle.
We
Brought
need to
to
leave
you
with his
in
intro
part,
because we didn't play it.
in part by Soulicious Pepper Sauce, and we will,
So
leave
good.
you with this.
Please place the paradise, a peaceful pathway away, for the purpose of being a person of such pleasures as to place peace on the purpose of another person's peaceful path. Another person's peaceful path.